What's up, guys? It is Offensive Seahawks Man back with another video. Today I'm giving you my official Week 18 NFL picks. It's the last week of the NFL regular season before the best time of the year, the NFL playoffs. Rather if my team gets in or not, which we don't really deserve to, I'm always excited for the playoffs. It is the most fun NFL time of the year, especially the Super Bowl. This week we got a lot of meaningless games, like games where the teams that are playing are just ready to move on for next year. They don't care if they really win or not, I don't think, especially the Texans and the Bears. And we have games like the Titans and Jags, when I think it's the only game that is winner is the division champ outcome. I think that's how it is. And we have some games where winning you're in, you losing you're out. So, we're going to start off with Saturday. It's only Saturday and Sunday games this week. The Chiefs and the Raiders. If the Chiefs want the #1 seed in the AFC, they're going to want to win. Crazy how that works. Raiders, they need to fire McDaniels. They, honest to God, might move on from Derek Carr and try to get like a Lamar Jackson type guy. Well, they could trade for a quarterback. Moving on to a win, and you win the division game, the Titans and the Jags. If Henry plays, Titans. If Henry doesn't play, Jags. And as of now, I don't know if he's playing or not, but I was going to go with the Jags. They start off this week anyway. Titans, you just collapsed, man. Next year, maybe. Draft a receiver. Maybe move on from Tannehill. That contract is ridiculous. And draft O-line, maybe. Sign some O-line, I don't know. I don't know crap about you guys besides Henry. As for the Jags, they've had a better season than most people like me would have thought they would have had. One game to the playoffs. That's what they need. And I think they're going to get it. Moving on to most likely a meaningless game, the Bucks and the Falcons. It's Tom Brady versus the Falcons. I like the Bucks' chances there. Enough said. Falcons are ready for next year, though. They need receiving help desperately. Like Drake London and half of Kyle Pitts, that's not going to cut it. Sign or draft a receiver. And maybe running back. I don't know. Moving on to the Patriots and the Bills. After what happened on Monday with the Bills, I don't think that they're going to lose. I think they're going to play just absolute demon football against the Patriots. I did read that DeMar is doing much better, and there's like some test results, I think, coming back in a very positive manner. And also his GoFundMe, that's it, hit $6 million, I think, which is amazing to see. I hope he's out of the hospital soon. Moving on to the Vikings and the Bears. If the Vikings lose to Nathan Peterman, they should not be in the playoffs. I know that's not how it works, but if you can't be a third string somehow in the league, Nathan Peterman, you do not deserve to be anywhere near the playoffs. Vikings by like 40. If they play starters. I forgot that they won't, maybe, I don't know. Moving on to the Ravens and the Bengals. I mean, if Lamar's back, maybe, I don't know. Bengals, I feel bad for T. Higgins, man. Like, on social media, like, in his Instagram, people were saying it's his fault for what happened. Please tell me how any of that was his fault. Like, No. None of it was his fault. It just happened. It was like a routine tackle, pretty much. And it just happened. Moving on to one of the most meaningless games I've probably ever seen. The Texans and the Colts. Texans are gonna probably want the first overall pick, and they're gonna lose this game if they want that first pick. And the Colts, you are horrendous. I guarantee they try to get Derek Carr this offseason. Moving on to the Jets and the Dolphins. You know, as much as I think I would pick the Jets here, I'm still not, because they're the Jets, and they stink, and they always will stink. Come at me, Jets fans. Moving on to the Saints and the Panthers, meaningless game. I'll go with the... Screw it, Saints. Nope, down there. Moving on to the Browns and the Steelers. If Mike Tomlin wins or ties, he will still not have a losing record, and that's what I think is going to happen. Mike Tomlin refuses to have a losing record, no matter what happens. And the Browns, you guys you're the Browns. Like Juju said a few years ago, they're same old Browns. Moving on to the Chargers and the Broncos. Broncos are just going to get ready for next year. I don't see a way that they could win this game unless the Chargers sit their starters, which even then, I don't think the Broncos would win. They stink. Moving on to the Giants and the Eagles. If Hurts plays, Giants. No. If Hurts plays, Eagles. If Gardner plays, Giants. And I think Minshew is not playing. I think Hurts is trending towards playing, so we'll see what happens there. Moving on to a meaningless game. Niners and Cardinals. Whoop-de-doo. Cardinals, fire Cliff Kingsbury. Like, it is simple. Fire your stupid head coach, please. He's wasting Kyler. Moving on to Bobby Wagner's return. The Rams at the Seahawks. Pete knows what's on the line. Pete knows the stakes. Pete knows if we win, we're in. And he's going to get it done. Wagner's going to get spoiled again, even in his homecoming. Sorry, Wagner, I love you, man, but it ain't happening. Moving on to the Commies and the Cowboys. Commanders, you are absolutely stupid for starting Wentz. And your coach is stupid for not knowing if they lost, they would have been eliminated. I'd fire him just for that, honestly. Carson Wentz is putrid. Absolutely putrid. If you would have started Heineke, guarantee you would have won. But no, you guys are just the Commanders. Whatever you guys are. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, we have the Lions and the Packers. Pretty sure if we win and the Lions win, then Seattle's in because we beat Detroit in Week 4. If the Packers win, I think they're in the playoffs. The NFL scripted for that. Screw the Packers. I think the Lions will win. And that is all. Wow. It's really the end of the season. It's almost boredom for like 6 months after the Super Bowl. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you for Retro Bowl on Tuesday. Also, I was asked what my plans for the off season is, if I'm going to be making videos. Yeah, I'll think of something. It won't be my routine Tuesday, Wednesdays, most likely. Unless I do end up finding something. We might just play Weddle like I was going to in the off season during the summer, but I just never got to it because I'm slow at that game. And I don't know, that game is just not as fun as I thought it would be. I tried, but like I was 6 minutes in and I was still 2 guesses in on a player. We might also do ranking players, maybe. I have to do lots of research if I do want to do that, though, because I strictly watch Seattle only. I'm a Seattle fan. I'm a NFL fan, but Seattle is first. I'll see you on Tuesday. Go Hawks.